Welcome to Tabletop Cinema, where we bring together the worlds of filmmaking, tabletop role-playing, and video games. I'm your host Mikey, freelance filmmaker, tabletop RPG game master, and variety streamer on Twitch. And today it's all or nothing. We're at the final bosses of Bloodborne, and it's either I die or we make it to the end. And Izzy, welcome back to the stream. Neo, the world ends with you. I didn't get to start on that yet, but hell yeah. I got to play the original on the 3D. Was it on the 3DS or on the DS? I was able to play like The World Ends With You on the DS, man. Yeah, you're right. One of the most stylish games I played. I didn't get to finish it, but as well they utilized the two screens really well. I was supposed to finish it. I did get it for the Switch. I'm not sure how different it is with just having one screen, but I did like the dual screen system of it, and I did hear good things about Neo, The World Ends With You. Man, you're in a JRPG streak, huh? I myself, well, I guess you could consider Final Fantasy XIV as a JRPG, especially with Endwalker now, the conclusion of the series. That's my current JRPG. I've just been sucked in. I was actually streaming last night. But whenever I'm doing the main scenario quest for Final Fantasy XIV, I'll be streaming it. There we go, regular DS. Yeah, it's such an awesome game. It just didn't look good. It was fun as well. Oh man. I'm so worried about today in terms of Bloodborne. Alright. PS2 era modernized. Whoa, okay, that's pretty loud. Yeah, and I'm loving it so far. Ouch, it's pretty loud. Alright. Just set the audio a bit to a more manageable level, but we're not going crazy about it. I have to lower it because the boss I'm about to encounter is... Depends how many attempts we get out of this. I'm gonna try and go for it, but... Yeah, it's the screeching maybe get annoying after a while, remember? And I'm not in my best glam, but I need... Sorry, glam, I'm coming from Final Fantasy XIV. I'm not in my best outfit right now because I need to do anything I can to get that win. Armor is supposedly doesn't play that big a role in this game, but I just need as much resistance as I can eke out because you'll see. This one is considered one of the hardest bosses in the entirety of Bloodborne. I stopped. I died over a dozen times, and I was like, I googled it, saying, "Oh, this boss is so hard." I wanted to see I wanted to get some tips and strategies from people, right? And everyone was agreeing. Yep, that is one of the most difficult boss fights. Oh yeah, the music, man, it's a full package, Izzy, of The World Ends With You, and it's another thing I need to catch up on. I keep saying that. There's so many things to catch up on, which is true. But yeah, I'm gonna be... My free time will be consumed by Endwalker until I am done with... I also signed myself up for maxing out all the classes as well, leveling them all up. It's what happened when I got to all 80. And now that they raised the level cap to 90, I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna do everything to 90 now. So that's gonna be tough. So here we're in Bloodborne, and God, this is so... Okay, we're going after the final boss in... Oh yeah, and this boss is so... It's not the best... It's the most generic looking... It looks like a mob, alright? It looks like a freaking mini boss. Or a mob. It's not that impressive, but it freaking... The reason why I'm so frustrated is because not only did I die almost more than a dozen times to this boss already, off stream. I got it to... The closest I got was I got it to literally 1 centimeter of its health. Hell, even 1 millimeter, so you could barely see it on the health bar. But my heart was racing so fast, and I just choked. And I could have just ended the fight if I simply pressed L2 to shoot him with my freaking gun to end him. But for some reason or the other, I had no stamina left, and I was just wailing at him with L1. I got so... I got tunnel vision, and I was just mashing the L1 and I realized, shit, I'm out of stamina. And I just got one hit in and I died. And I could have just ended it with one shot. Anyway, I had to take a break after that. We're gonna go after him again. So I was gonna have to get... we're just gonna have to warm up. Lower the volume because his screeching gets really annoying after a while. But the thing is, the people in the comments in the thread I was looking at, they also said you gotta look out for the audio cues. The reason why this guy is one of the most difficult bosses is because you can't... You know, his attack speeds vary and his combos vary. The difficult part there is the differing attack speeds. So you can't even rely on the dodge windows that you're used to. So they're saying, oh, you gotta pay attention to when he screams. That's when you try to counter him or when you dodge him. But actually, a lot of people, they decide, you know, I'm not even gonna bother to try countering this guy. But, and truthfully enough, it's a gamble. It's either you counter him or you get hit. But I'm trying to go for visceral attacks to get phase 1 done. Phase 1, I've kind of been okay with it. I've been progging phase 1 of the boss. And I think I can kind of reliably get to phase 2. But the important part there is not using any resources in phase 1. Because phase 2 is when the varying attack speeds, the varying attack patterns... In fact, there's some people that even say that, oh, this boss is so unfair. I know it's very tough. And the thing is, sometimes you do get that win because RNG was on your side. I got so close to killing the Orphan of Cost, the boss we're about to get to, because of RNG. The guy kept opening himself up to me. He kept using attacks that were so telegraphed and I could dodge it. And I was so lucky that run. I just choked in the end and didn't get it. That's Bloodborne life, right? And I haven't even gotten to the final boss yet, so we'll see. We'll see. Oh, I tried that. I had the same thought, Izzy. Nope. I think the developers also thought that, oh, people are just gonna farm all these for XP. So, for farming, I have an option anyway. Like, if I really can't beat this boss yet, if we're about to end the stream, I'm gonna dedicate half of the stream to the Orphan of Kos, try to defeat it, and the rest for the final boss. I haven't seen the final boss yet, but I don't think it's as difficult as this one. It depends. Some people clear this easily. It really depends on your playstyle. And that's kind of the beauty of Bloodborne. Like, some people have different... Like, some people are having such a hard time with Laurentius or another boss here. But I just died maybe 2 or 3 times and I was able to get the clear. But here... My god. Oh, god. Alright, no stalling. Let's just get in it. There are no penalties for dying except for the life lost in your honor and dignity and just the cruel difficulty of the world here. Get him out in the water. Got my bulk paper. I've had to farm like 3 times just to make up for everything. See, look at that. I can't even reliably visceral attack. Range, not good. So phase 1 is really all about just baiting his attacks. I have runes equipped that need visceral attacks. Like that. Which give me my bullets and my health back. You can really hear the screeching, right? And I gotta gamble with a parry. Because visceral attacks are the fastest way to deal with the first boss. Or I could just whittle him away and be more prudent and safe like other people. Most people I saw, they don't bother trying to parry him. But there are actually some parry windows here. Damn it, I dodged that too early. So depending on your distance, he does certain attacks. Sometimes he just goes at this for a long time. I could have parried that. I didn't. Gotta watch out for him. If he runs towards me, either he jumps. Oh, wrong Q. There we go. See? Yep. Either he jumps or he... I have to watch out for that. I either try to parry him, or that's why people just don't bother trying to parry him. They just... If he runs towards you, just dodge. It's 100%... Well, I mean, like, close to 100%. Just dodge him. Like, because if you parry and it doesn't connect by one frame, then you get punished. Yeah, I hope I lowered it enough. It's... I swear, it really helped me. Some people actually go into this fight muted. But the screaming, some people do rely on the screaming of the boss. Because that's supposedly when it's safer to dodge or actually to parry him. So we'll see about how that works out. They also suggest, before going to the boss, send the elevator back up so it's less stress on your part. Right. Yep. Audio cues, definitely. There we go. See, that's how you parry him. If he gets too difficult, I don't think I was able to finish my thought. I could easily just grind. And like get to level 100 something. That's always an option. Increase my attack power. But if you can't dodge the boss, you won't be able to clear him. Come on, come on. Oh my god, it feels so good when I'm able to do that, but at the same time, it's so fucking scary. Sometimes he does the feint. But I hate his face too. I hate it so much. But you can't get you shouldn't get tilted. You do get tilted in this game sometimes, so you just gotta take a break. Could have parried him again, but see, it's just sometimes it's just better to just dodge. The best attack is when he just leaps at you. That's the easiest to avoid for me. I'll also be careful of the invisible wall that killed me one time when I was too far out at sea, on offshore. The reason for that is phase 2. The reason why you fight him on the water. See, I'm on the invisible wall now. Sometimes you just don't know what you get with him. Wrong attack. I thought he was gonna jump. I need a visceral attack to get my health back. Other than that, Bloodborne, man, I so love the atmosphere. I'm also progressing in Dark Souls 3. But so far, I'm preferring Bloodborne. I keep just getting too scared. You either gotta dodge or you gotta shoot. I'm supposed to dodge into him to get that visceral attack. Oh man, could have connected the visceral attack there. Okay, if I'm not hurt, I shouldn't go for the visceral attack. Oh god. Okay. Wallpaper. Here we go, phase 2. Visceral attack, come on. See, I need to be away because when he screams, these things hurt like hell, and I have to pray to God. And he does those things as well. Roll. You do another one. Crap. Come on! Oh, I see. He's kind of dodged a bit too early. Okay, that's one attack to look back for. And he jumps. Come on, every bolt paper we need. Come on. No, don't greed. And leap again. Jump. Just jump. Crap. Invisible wall. No wonder. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. And you're dead. Yeah, see, like, when I got him close, he was less aggressive. RNG was on my side. That's okay. We were able to get there. Yeah, in fact, I tried not to greed, but at the same time, this boss, they design it such that you cannot play defensively. Except for phase 1. Phase 2, You gotta be aggressive. You gotta... Man, it's a doozy. Let's check up here. Yeah, the antlers. The full set, it looks better with a full set. It's not the best glam. I just chose the pieces that gave me the most physical and blunt resistance and blood resistance. But yeah, the thing is, okay, bulk paper, I got it. I did some farming. I used like 200 plus vials already and more than 400 bullets in total. It's just, thankfully, I have a spot that I just farm. Maybe after 30 minutes, I just restock and everything. But we're gonna try to not have to farm because I don't like grinding mindlessly. Oh, actually, the general sentiment I've been seeing, Korgol, welcome to the stream, by the way. The general sentiment I've been seeing is that the armor is barely... It's not gonna help you. So people actually dress how they want to dress. You dress in style in Bloodborne. Because you don't want to get hit anyway. And they say across like all other games, Dark Souls and stuff, armor is not like as big as other RPGs. But yeah, Bloodborne, and that's actually why I prefer Bloodborne right now over Dark Souls 3. Not only for the setting and the aesthetic, but it just feels good. Because you can sidestep when you're targeting, the sidestepping, it just feels a bit more responsive and nimble for me. Oh yeah, well, I mean, enjoy my hat. The whole set looks better if I put it all together, but it's a weird eclectic mix right now. Anyway. Yeah, Izzy, understandable. That's what I realized when I was playing this game. That's it, I'm just gonna play it off stream. Because, yeah, the boss fights are great, but even Dark Souls 3, it's not really a game you... It's one of those things where you gotta pay attention to the environment and read between the lines and maybe theorycraft and watch a YouTube video online for like the deep part of the lore. Because they literally just starve you of lore here. You just go through the thing, you're not really told anything. It's up to you to find it out yourself, read between the lines, put in the effort to find out more about the world. But in terms of a feeling, definitely you're right. The atmosphere and world building. For me, here, the feeling of... I feel more like here, definitely inspired by Lovecraft's works, right? It's a very Lovecraftian horror and everything. It does so well with it. Yeah, that's why Shin Megami Tensei... Oh god. That's what I realized as well. Come on. Oh, come on. I need a faster heavy attack weapon. If there even is such a thing. They've also designed him so well that if you dodge back, you can't get an attack in. It's like... I could have punished that. That's also another parry window, when he lifts his weapon up. I can quick win, get one hit, get out. No. Too late. Wallpaper. Transform. Oh, he doesn't transform yet. Oh god! Ah. Oh, he doesn't even get hurt. Oh, he does. I could just shoot him. Stop flailing around. I don't want to be here. Okay, that's an attack I'm looking for. Are you gonna jump? Fuck! Invisible wall! Yeah, I needed that attack. Now jump. No. Jump. No. I think it was what? Damn 30 something. Okay. I think I was gonna end the world. Oh, thank you so much. I guess you guys were lurking over there. Welcome to the stream. God damn, I was just like, the whole world just disappeared over there. Let me just catch up and chat here. Yeah, I think that's like this. It is reusing the cleric beast. God, only one try. Wait, that is a second attempt, right? Second attempt a day. But honestly, guys, offline, that is just. I think it is more than 30. I just spent like. Honestly, I spent like 4.5 hours off stream on this boss alone, uh, including farming, going back and forth to restock and replenish all my vials. But Jesus Christ. Thank you for all that, guys. It is the support and the coffee, and that worked out. Sometimes you just gotta know when to take a break, you know? That's how it is at Bloodborne. Some people take days to prog this. Well, I guess it took me 2 days, and including today. Jesus. Yeah, this is the hardest boss I've had in Bloodborne. Okay, I haven't faced the last boss yet. We'll see. But we are going for the third ending here. But yeah, that's good. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna pick up something here. Oh God, blessed lantern. Yeah, but hey, even though that boss didn't exactly look like he didn't look the most impressive, but you are right, Izzy. He was the simplest looking, but jeez, he was the hardest one I've had encountered so far. Was I supposed to pick up anything? No? Alright. No glowy bits. Finally. Thankfully, well, that's all the DLC. Those are all the DLC bosses. We got it. Feels good, man. I couldn't stop thinking about it. All right. I was trying to prog this on Thursday. I spent the entire night on this guy, and then the next day on Friday, yesterday, even as I was playing Final Fantasy 14, and even as I was outside, I was just like, God damn it, one shot was all I needed to just end him. But I remembered, I learned, and whenever there's free time, I was just shooting him. I just unloaded all my ammo on him. That actually helped us get the clear. But I had to. That last part, when I used my last Quicksilver bullets, I know I could have used my health to generate 5 more and shoot him again. But I was just so scared. They could have just charged at me and ended me with. It just. We're good. It is good. We cleared it.
Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree.
Now we're gonna do the final boss. We're gonna go for the third ending. Just to clarify, if we're, I have the umbilical cords. I'm just gonna confirm. We just have to use the umbilical cords before we enter the gate. As long as before we talk to Gurnan, we just have to consume the cords, right? Okay. Third ending. I don't know what the third ending is. I'm just looking for the how to get it. Alright, we consumed the umbilical cords. And refuse. Okay. A fun bit of lore, though, is that this doll seems to be modeled after Lady Maria. I actually really enjoyed that boss battle. I actually just died to her once. But Lady Maria, for lack of a better term, it is the most quote-unquote anime fight that I've had. Dual wielding it, blood swirling all around, her dashing and doing quick dash strikes. It is super awesome. Are you kidding me? Ashen Hunter, what did I miss?
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
But yeah, welcome to the stream, Ashen Hunter. Wafelinio, thank you for this. Congratulations. That is brutal. This is my first Soulsborne game. I knew what I was signing up for. Well, I've actually been playing Dark Souls 3 off stream, but I really love Bloodborne. The final DLC cutscene? Oh, let me check that. Is there a requirement I had to have met? Slap causes corpse. Alright. Oh yeah, it was black. There's like black swirling thing out of it. Oh, thanks Ashen Hunter. I'll try that. But before that, I know this will be my only playthrough of Bloodborne, so I'm just gonna go right ahead and back up this save to the cloud. BDSM cutscenes. I don't know. Orphan of course, man. But yeah, atmosphere in this game, top notch. Freaking love it. Close game. The reason why I'm doing this thing so I can upload it and I just have to reload it and get the other two endings. I want to see them, but I'll probably do those off stream. Well, I guess you are a fan, the Ashen Hunter. It is in the name, after all. Feels good. A hunter is never alone. Alright, am I doing this right? Alright, upload to cloud, turned off auto upload. So I can reload this when I need to. Just for full transparency, I never use this trick to... I never saved Scummed and Bloodborne, only here, because I want to get the endings. I'm not going to be going through New Game Plus. There are just a lot of games. I'm working my way up to Dark Souls, Demon Souls remake actually. That's why I'm going through Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3. I'm still considering if I want to get through Sekiro, or if I should just jump into, because I'm trying to go chronologically in release order. So Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Demon Souls remake. I'm not sure if I want to get into it. Yeah, Ashen Hunter. There are the rumors as well about. I mean, it's like we have no word at all of Bloodborne. I'm part of that crowd now. I know I have a friend who's super crazy about these games as well, and it's always like Bloodborne 2 when, or Bloodborne Remaster when, especially since we have the PS5 now. Yeah, honestly, I was turned off at first with the 30 frames, but I stuck with it. I got used to it, and it's so worth it. I love Bloodborne. It's so great. Oh wait, I uploaded the save file. Just have to make sure auto upload is off for it. Alright, we're good. I just want to get all the 3 endings. But we'll be going for the 3rd ending today since I got the umbilical cord anyway. That's a danger of Googling things, right? I picked up this umbilical cord and I was wondering, what the hell is this for? Then it showed me, this is how you get the 3rd ending. Like, oh, okay, please tell me more. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should get the Sekiro, but we'll see. After Dark Souls 3, I also must say though, as much as I love Bloodborne, I do understand the criticism that it's the same template, but reskinned. It's the same thing with whether it's Souls or Blood Echoes. You also have the level up girl who waits by the bonfire or in the dream, who also have similar mannerisms as well. It's pretty much the same format. So I'm not sure if playing it straight all the way... I don't know if I'll still be interested in playing Demon Souls after I go through everything, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I just want Bloodborne in 60 frames. If they do a Bloodborne sequel, yes please. Because honestly, the atmosphere of this is so top-notch. I'm stuck on network status. What? Yeah, I hear amazing things about Sekiro as well. I was told Sekiro is also more difficult. If more difficult means it's on the level of the Orphan of Cause, that's... wow. Alright, let's go get that secret ending. But I'm gonna change back into my glam, alright? We're done. I was really trying to push out every single bit of like physical defense that I could get. But we're gonna go back to our... We're gonna face... We're out of the DLC now. My DLC outfit was the old Hunter glam, but... Oh, I was already wearing it. Regularly, I just like wearing the classic look. You know, Hunter's trousers. Hunter's cap. With a nice little cape over there.
Gammon awaits.
Channel Blood Echoes. Let's use this up first before I forget. Getting to the second soft cap. This cap, I mean. Getting strength to 50 at least. Ooh, it's expensive. It's alright.
Farewell, good hunter.
Why is it burning? Well, I have a feeling Gurnan wants to end the dream or something somehow. I'm not sure. I'm gonna talk to him. I don't know Gurnan's pattern yet, so I'm not gonna go with the visceral attacks for now. Raise HP, raise stamina, and boosting rally potential. I wish I had more Carol runes, but I probably missed a lot of them along the way. Okay, now I can turn up the volume a bit. No more screaming cleric beasts. Or screaming orphan of causes. Coast. So one of the things I really love about Bloodborne over Dark Souls, my personal preference, is the more aggressive playstyle, the more reactive and everything. You can't like hide behind the shield and watch for patterns. But if they say Sekiro's even faster than Bloodborne, I'd love to try that out. All right, smack the corpse, you said. Nightmare slain. Oh, there we go. Right, finally ending the nightmare and freeing all these hunters. Well, thanks for that tip. I didn't know about this.
Sweet child of Kos, returned to the ocean. The bottomless curse, the bottomless sea, accepting of all that there is and can be.
Aw. Nice. We have slain the nightmare, everyone. The moon is gone. We've slain the nightmare. They're free. All the hunters are free. I hope. Nice. Yeah, thanks for that. Now, I was wondering, like, wait, no cutscene? Of course, I love that I were able to defeat it, but I realized, wait, that's it? That's a nice thing to do. Well, are these people gonna continue to worship it? Perhaps? Dead or no? If it was alive to begin with? But man, details like this, just like this leading up to it, you knew shit was gonna go down. Right? So good. Alright, let's consume those umbilical cords. Consume those umbilical cords, get ice in our brain, as they would say. And go for the third ending. Then it's about learning the boss again. So much as I'd love to use the greatsword more, I'm just too spoiled by the speed of the longsword. Okay. So what is an umbilical cord here anyway? So it is a great relic, also known as the cord of the eye. Every infant great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every great one loses its child, and then yearns for a surrogate. Hence the whole thing with, well, the Orphan of Cause was birthed. Here, there was literally a child that was born once the pale moon rose. We saw the mother actually. There's a nice little detail, storytelling detail in an environment there. The bloody womb, her looking up in sadness at the wet nurse. We defeated Murgo, the wet nurse, and I would assume, well, the baby was gone by then. But we gave peace to the ghost of the mother, and we prevented the catastrophe, I guess. So every great one loses his child and then yearns for a surrogate. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. I'm not really sure what the nature of the hunter's dream is yet. Used to gain insight and, so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. Provost Willem sought the cord in order to elevate his being and thoughts to those of a great one by lining his brain with eyes, the only choice he knew if man were to ever master greatness. And it's why I loved Bloodborne's atmospheric storytelling so much, and also the little lore bits you see in the items. It just feels mad and incomprehensible in an awesome Lovecraftian way. Like, people just, you can't fathom it. It just, you just feel like you're going mad yourself if you try to comprehend it, try to comprehend the truth. Yeah, so usually begins like this, wanting to ascend, and Provost Willem wanted to become a great one. So the only choice he knew if man were to ever master greatness. So this cord granted Bensis audience with Murgo, but resulted in the stillbirth of their brains. Now we're gonna eat it. That tastes good. A really random and also possibly disturbing question. Now I'm wondering how an umbilical cord may taste like. Never mind, I don't want to try. Okay. We've consumed the cords. I noticed something about, okay, the moon. It's connected to the moon somehow. Eyes in our brain. Let's go. I know there's like a lot of YouTube videos on the lore and world building of the Soulsborne series. I'll probably look into that at some point. I've been hoarding I have been hoarding insight, I guess. I haven't needed to purchase anything. Should I have been purchasing things with insight? I also got paranoid because insight was used to get the NPC co-op buddies. So I ended up hoarding it. But I haven't needed... I did get the bloodstone chunk with my insight, which cost 60. But I don't need that right now because both my gun and my sword are fully upgraded now. So we're good. I also want to experiment with other weapons, but I'm just too used to my muscle memories with this setup. So I guess if I were to a New Game Plus, that's when I would experiment more. But this is a cool weapon from the DLC. Turns into a bow. So cool. Anyway. You can do that? Have I been handicapping myself this whole time? Is it from the Insight shop? Oh, there's a blood rock. Oh, right. I could use insight to buy some ritual materials, maybe? Is there? Can I buy ritual blood? Oh, no. This is just it. Ooh, one... Or wallpaper. Blood rock. That's the one I used to fortify my weapons. Holy chalice rituals, items. I guess we could use that. But... not sure how to get the higher resists. Huh. Anyway. Check your beasthood, then buy some stuff and check again. Oh, it happens when you buy. Oh my god. Oops. Ah! Beasthood, beasthood. 119. Let's buy wallpaper. Wait, 119. How much? Wait, am I buying it? Oh, nice. Is it like every 5 insight? I did not know this. What exactly is Beasthood though? I know Frenzy resistance. Frenzy's shit. Frenzy's killed me so many times. I've just been downing sedatives whenever I face those Frenzy enemies. But I don't think I've been inflicted by Beasthood in a while. Okay, we have 7,000. Let's just use it up on I have a lot. I don't want to carry. It's a waste of. I'll just buy bullets. Fine. Then let's talk to Gurnan. See what he has to say about all this. Yeah, but thanks again for that tip. That little cutscene with the Ashen Hunt, the DLC with the old hunters. Yep. I mean, I would have wished for more, of course. I would have wished for more delivered narrative in Bloodborne and Dark Souls to match the level of their atmospheric storytelling, but that is a nice little way to just cap it off, and the implications of just ending the hunter stream, having gone through all the other hunters, Lady Maria, even the one who hunts you, the far eastern wanderer in the cell. Everyone's gone blood drunk mad, and you know that might be our fate. Our fate may just be to be drunk on blood. And oh, I forgot as well. I need to give blood dregs to the queen before we end this. Beast pellets inflict more damage, take more damage. Damn it! I could have been using it this whole time. Well, thank you. Now I know. Right, I never tried the beast pellets to transform. I remember I got invaded once and someone transformed into something and it just shredded me. That was fun. What is it going to do? Canehurst. Here. Now I want more beast. I think I'll use my insight. I also read somewhere that insight gives you some hallucinations or something. Because it makes sense in like typical Call of Cthulhu fashion. The more you know.
Closest of kin, bearer of our blood, I welcome thee. What is thy wish?
200% damage increase. Are you kidding me? From the Hunter's Nightmare, actually, this one. And one person we killed when we... I was trying to PvP with a friend, but matchmaking here, it's difficult.
Thy gift pleases us.
I also wanted to know more about the Vile Bloods.
Let this reward be thine. Indulge thyself in our tainted blood.
Or is that really just what it is? It's... the Healing Church hunted them down because they were all tainted.
We await thy return for the honor of Canehurst.
Well, now I'm gonna spend some insight. Let's get a bit of Beast before we talk to Gurnan. Let's not put... well, I won't spend all. Maybe I'll spend 14. Get a nice stock of... fire paper. Yeah, I have a bunch of beast blood pellets, but I never use them. Let's get one blood chunk. Blood rock, in case you wanna do another weapon in the future. But how's that? If I use my insight, how do you get more insight? Because finding the skulls are... alright, I do have a few more skulls. Wait, I already used up my skulls. Meh. There's the glamour, I guess. Oh, Lady Maria's... oh, I like her look. You know, I'm just gonna get it because I did love Lady Maria's outfit. Well, now I can't buy the blood chunk. It's okay. I'm not gonna upgrade anything else anyway. Let's make it a nice even 50. Yeah, I should slot that in and try it out. Beast blood pellet, yeah? This is it. Large medicinal pellets supposedly formed of coagulated beast blood, banned by the Healing Church due to their unclear origin. Grants a spurt of beasthood, ripping apart the flesh of one's enemies and being rained upon by their splattering blood invigorates one's sense of beasthood, feeding strength and euphoric feelings alike. I never tried it before. Let's try it out. And just learn more about Lady Maria. Lady Maria, the doll, I think is modeled after her. They also have the same voice. Unfortunately, I triggered the endgame, so we can't get the unique dialogue from the doll after defeating Lady Maria. I'll just YouTube that. Among the first hunters, all students of Gurman, was the Lady Hunter Maria. No wonder why Gurman made... if he made the doll, made it like Lady Maria. This was her hunter's cap, crafted in Canehurst. Maria is distantly related to the undead queen, but had great admiration for Gurman, unaware of his curious mania. Actually, this is gonna be pretty twisted, wearing his former student's outfit into the final battle, I guess. This was her hunter's garb crafted in Canehurst. Oh. Maria is distantly related to Undead Queen. Hunter's glove crafted in Canehurst. Any new lore? Nope. Alright. Hunter Strauss crafted in Canehurst. Canehurst. Canehurst was... I like Canehurst as a zone. I would have liked to explore it more. There we go. Nice, and then I can actually see my face now. All right. Well, I doubt any new dialogue's gonna come out.
Gammon awaits. Go on. Farewell, good
Actually, for those who
hunter.
haven't like heard it yet,
Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Go on, good hunter. Good hunter, your presence somehow soothes. I sense the ancient echoes. They course your veins. Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
that's all the dialogue we're getting out of her. Maria's weapon? I could have gotten her weapon, the dual wielding one. It would have been so cool. What's it called? Maria's weapon. Because when I saw her Rakuyo, oh man. When I was the moment the first time I faced Lady Maria, I'm like, damn, I want that weapon. Ah well, next time. Oh, it's so cool. 3 versions: normal, uncanny, and lost, which only differ in their gem imprints and the locations in which they are found. How could I have not stumbled upon any of this? Fishing Hamlet? I could create a glyph. Oh, Root Thumeru Labyrinth. Right, the uncanny and lost are from the Chalice dungeons. And I have to kill both sharks. There are sharks? I guess it's the nature of these games. Bloodborne and Dark Souls. I'm pretty sure I missed a lot. Like, if you just go through the first playthrough not Googling anything, you're gonna miss so much. Like that, I didn't even know there were sharks. Well, it's a challenge I'm gonna have to do another time. But thanks, I really wanted her weapon. I was really hoping she'd drop it. But when I didn't get anything, I'm like, oh, I guess it's a special NPC only thing. But shit. I don't know, I thought the Rakuya was so cool. Alright, here it is. What do you want from me, Gurnan? Let's RP walk up to him. The mood in the background. Yeah, give me a Bloodborne remaster or remake. I'm gonna play it again. I really love this game. Okay, we consume the umbilical cords. To get a third ending, we have to refuse whatever he's gonna say.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
I see. Now submit. Well, I still don't understand why, but okay, I'd love to know more about what the nature of this whole hunter's dream is. Like, why are we here? We saw this. We saw the old workshop. The whole workshop is something that exists in the real world, not just in the dream. I'm pretty sure like the lore is deep in here, but I need to look that up. We refuse to dream Well, is he even telling the truth? Can we even trust this guy? No. I will dream a little bit longer.
Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream?
Could have stood up this whole time.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes.
Oh, hey, it's a Reaper. Sorry, I was playing Final Fantasy XIV yesterday.
Gammon joins the hunt.
What? Why? Okay, I'm gonna try this for the first time. Beast blood pellets. Ow! Oh, that's it? Whoa. Wait, what? Oh, with the beast blood pellets, you gotta hit them for... I love this set piece, I love this music. It reminds me of Metal Gear. But I don't know who the hell you are, Gurnan. Maybe if I looked up the lore more. Well, okay. You were the master of Lady Maria and the other hunters. But why the dream? Ah! Rally. No. Phase 2. What are you doing? I died. Oh yeah, we got it. We got close. Okay. All right, noted. Insta kill. Great sword mode. Huh. You mean beast pellet plus greatsword to keep up the beast gauge? Huh. Okay. Oh, hey, you're not even gonna talk to me again? All right. Nice, nice. I have not practiced with the greatsword, but you know what? Let's try it. Hey, oh, I was just taking my pills. Whoa, whoa, shit, you're right. Look at that. Oh, that... God, I thought I had reach. Ah. Wow. Oh shit, you're right. I've discovered new power. Come on, come closer. No, 1 inch away. Crap. Wait, I'm supposed to do the leap attack. Oh my god, I'm so not used to this weapon. We just both awkwardly like just went past each other. Oof. All right. Right, hyper armor. You're right. What are you doing? What? Whoa, that is cool. He cut it down. Ow. You're right, I shouldn't be eating my pills. Oh no! Come on, don't choke. Whoops. It's time to wake up, Kerman. After the Orphan of Cost, like... Oh, okay, wait, it's not over. What? Are you... what? It's because I ate my umbilical cords. Oh shit, we're gonna have to fight it. Okay. I take it back, we're not done. Okay, what are your attacks like? I got a nice little tails. I can't see. I can't. Was I back to a wall? I was back to a wall. Moon presence. Alright. What? Am I gonna near? Was that a DPS window? Ouch! I can't heal! Ah, you bastard! My blood vials! Okay, what's that now? Oh, shit. I see. Okay. Yeah, Ashen Hunter. I'm like, oh, well, I feel like I actually have a chance. It's not so bad. Oh, well, that is. I just had to learn that. Interesting. So that was an orphan. The moon presence. Was a moon presence from the moon? Oh look, it's blood red. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So you can't use your blood vials. It's like the point of no return. It's all or nothing, and you just have to kill it before it screams you to death. Oh, if I get hit by blood rain. Okay, got it. So it's not like it's an avoidable thing. Got it.
Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Go on.
Wait.
Farewell, good hunt.
Oh man, are we gonna have to go through Gurman again? Oh no, okay. Just you and me. Ow. Let me get the... Oh my god. Camera. Why? This is why people play without targeting. How do I avoid that? Oh, that was blood rain. There was like a globule. I see. So I just have to watch out for that globule. But that gaze dropped me down to 1. I just have to heal back up. Interesting combo. So if you get hit by blood rain, he glares at you, you're down to 1 HP. Interesting. Alright, don't get cocky, kid. It's just like, just because you defeated the Orphan of Kos today, you still got this boss to deal with before the stream ends. I'm just glad we don't want to fight Gurman again. Whoops. Ah, what am I doing? What the hell? Ah! Underestimating the reach. Was that a visceral attack window? Are you going to be doing that the whole time? Too far away to make the most out of it. Another nightmare slain. 230,000. That is pretty sloppy, but we did it. Yeah, we did it. Oh, it's Maria. Or, well, the doll.
Are you cold? Oh, good hunter.
The end? Okay, great game. Bloodborne is so great. I was wondering, I was the squid? What? Oh my god, it's literally, it is all a dream. I'm not even mad. It's just a fun game to play. Hey, we got a gold trophy. You know, as expected, I have so many questions. We saw the actual workshop. I'm gonna lower this a bit. We saw the actual workshop where the dream was based on. We saw the doll in the quote-unquote real world. Or was everything a dream? Does it matter? I don't know. Oh shoot, thank you for following Ashen Hunter. Oh right, I guess, man, I was just so focused in the game, but thank you for the follow. This is Tabletop Cinema, and I'm Mikey, I'm a variety streamer, and I just decided to get into this one day. But our playthrough's done. I do play other games, however. It's a different game each day. I'm considering now, probably gonna get through it. I'm gonna play this, Dark Souls 3. You know, maybe Sekiro. I don't have it yet. If I'm not done with Dark Souls 3 and there's a sale, I'll probably get Sekiro. Or maybe I'll just jump into Demon Souls after Dark Souls 3. In Dark Souls 3, I've only defeated maybe 2 bosses. It's still a long way to go. Wait, so I'm the squid? What? At least Maria's gonna take care of me. I mean, do I even know that I was a squid? It's because of those umbilical cords, right? Was that... Wait, that is considered the best, the true ending? I guess the true ending is the nightmare ending, right? So what would have happened if we accepted this deal? If we accepted it, then... Was that a trick? We'd have been stuck in the dream forever or something? Is Gurman doing this because he wants to perpetuate the dream? And so he sups on other hunters or something? I'm pretty sure there's a lore video that'll explain everything. So it literally is that. You wake up. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Because of the umbilical cords. Yeah. They took those Provost Willem did it because he wanted to ascend into a great one. And you wake up if you accept. Isn't that a good... Would you consider that a good ending? To wake up? But hey, we're the great one now. We're a great one now. Human thinking no longer applies. We can't even comprehend what that squid's going through or what I am going through. So, well, I mean, we're taken care of by Maria. She's free now. I hope she goes somewhere. So I guess the dream ends up being broken either way. Which is cool. This being based on Lovecraftian works, it's like, okay, you can't really try to rationalize why the hunt is happening or the dream, but it all goes back to the blood. People drunk and obsessed about the blood. That was super interesting. Man. Bloodborne remake, when? Or Bloodborne 2? When was this released? 2015? It's 6 years. I understand why my friend is so antsy about it. 6 years and no word on the Bloodborne franchise, save for rumors. But oh, you know, I love Bloodborne so much, I totally forgot why I started in the first place. I decided to start with the Soulsborne series because of Elden Ring's announcement. So I'm working my way up to Elden Ring. That's why. Totally forgot. Jesus. Yeah, exactly, Ashton Hunter. And that's what I gotta appreciate about this work. It just is. You know, once you cross that threshold, once you go beyond it's in the item description. Once you go beyond human understanding and comprehension, it just can't. Just no words can describe it. It just is. It just is a feeling, much like how this whole game was. I really loved it. No wonder. No wonder. I had friends who were so obsessed about this game, and memes. I just had to live vicariously through memes. And I was pretty jazzed when I actually stumbled upon that hidden area with the hunter of crows. You know, the famous line everyone loves to quote, and a hunter must hunt. It's what it is. But I understand also why such memes are born, because you're so starved for the delivery of lore here, or the direct delivery of it, that any morsel of dialogue, any snippet of lore that exists, then you read into it even deeper. Like, the less you're given, and if you're really interested in it, the more you want to delve into it. But this being Bloodborne, you're right. It's beyond our comprehension sometimes. So what's left is New Game Plus and Chalice Dungeons and PvP, I guess. But I have connection issues, so I can't reliably do online. Oh.
All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry.
Oh, right. New Game Plus.
You may think it all a mere
So this is the very beginning of the game. Right. So happy ending. We're now a great one. An adorable little great one. Great one. It's like, what harm can we do? It's a tiny little squid. Oh, right. And then it's the little ones that save you. Because they look up to hunters somehow. It's a shame I wasn't able to try out all the arcane toys. Like the magic here. Yeah, okay, this is how it all began. Feels like a lifetime ago. It all felt like a long, distant dream.
You found yourself a hunter.
Oh god, Yosefka. You know, I knew something was up with Yosefka. And when they started asking for people to send their way. And true enough, Yosefka experimenting on people. But she was actually the source of my first umbilical cord. That's what got me curious about what it was about. Well, we do have time, actually. So wait, I need to get to... I want to spend the blood. So just like that, we're in New Game Plus. Oh, right. It's the very beginning, so there aren't even any lanterns. Yeah, but thanks for the tip of the beast blood pellets. That actually helped me along. And the DLC ending. Feels more complete now. I'm happy with that first playthrough. He's a Scourge of the Scourge. Scourge, eventually Fear Scourge. I never got to this point in the game because I died to that beast in when I first woke up. I need my lantern. Luck out in the dream. Do we have everything? As in, just... Yeah, everything. We have everything. Didn't lose anything. Alright, since we're starting this new game plus, I'm just gonna... I was actually worried I wasn't gonna able to beat the bosses because I do have to end the stream a bit early because I do have dinner later to get to. But here we are. That felt really good. We did it, chat. I'm still on a high after that freaking Orphan of Cos. Oh my god. That's the thing. My friend and I, we tried to do co-op. But I have the damn NAT type issues. I guess I'm gonna experiment again, try to hit him up for it, and perhaps a VPN will work because that's how I did it with Nintendo. Because I have NAT type C or D, which is terrible. So I never could. It is always a bummer for me. I could never really like play console games. Like port forwarding didn't even work for me. It's just something with my ISP here from where I'm from. So we could not connect to each other because of my NAT type, and for my entire playthrough, I could not matchmake with anyone, despite ringing the bell. And I was only invaded once. It's pretty unfortunate. Because my friend, we're gonna try out co-op. We just couldn't. We just couldn't get it to work. A VPN might work, but the VPN only gets me to NAT type B, which isn't A, so it could still not work. But I could give it a shot next time. Definitely though, definitely. I did another thing also. So this is my first Soulsborne. It is actually a test. I didn't think I'd like this kind of game, but it compelled me to buy Dark Souls 3, considering Sekiro. So you will see me in Elden Ring next year, and by then I'll be done with Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker. Done, quote unquote. MMOs never really end. So yeah, I will try for a co-op thing, but I don't have any hopes for it. It's a damn NAT type. They also suggest you can call your ISP and ask them to change your NAT type, but I never was able to try that. There we go. I remember this guy.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.
Plot twist, it did not. It was not a swift escape. So that's my worry about co-op playthroughs. I really hope... Well, with Dark Souls 3, I'm playing it on the PC. Oh. Oh, right. Wow, this is how it all began. Began with a dream. Yeah, anyway, Dark Souls 3 was on the PC, and I think port forwarding was able to work. We'll see. Elden Ring, I really hope it won't have ancient network architecture, so I get to play with my friends for once. Because I could see the potential of fun co-op. Like, all I had was the NPC companions to go with, but man. An abandoned doll. Aha, hello. I remember you. All right. Level 90. Because I had to grind for the Orphan, of course. Okay, in fairness, when I got frustrated with the Orphan and cost and I had to farm for vials and Quicksilver again, I was able to pump up my strength from 25 to an all-time high of 30. So it wasn't that much of a grind. So it was really still just learning the fight and being fortunate with his attack patterns. That was just right. That are clear. That is just right. Because actually the fight I had that the other day with him, I just flubbed it because it didn't shoot him. But that was actually my luckiest run was on Thursday. He barely did. He was so passive, and he kept leaping and keeping it himself open. So this one was good. That said, I can't level up because she is... Oh, they are currently asleep.
Aha. You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am... Gammon. Friend to you hunters.
Did he just come up with that name on
You're
the
sure
spot?
to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
True enough, I eventually did get used to it. But all for what, Garman? Is it...
This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the dog, should it please you.
Still creepy, the way he says that. I remember this note. Anything new from the inside store? Ah, I fell. You know, I never tried the Chalice dungeon. maybe I'll wrap up with that. But yeah, that is our first playthrough of Bloodborne, everyone. That's pretty wild. I didn't think I'd make it. So next week, I'm gonna be moving on to Dark Souls 3, I think. Or I'll be streaming something else. Because I'll probably be playing Dark Souls 3 offline, off stream, and I'll just come back with Demon Souls at some point. There are a lot of games to get through. I'm just happy with my look right now. I know it's Lady Maria's style, but hey. If I go into Chalice Dungeon, I'm gonna lose my blood echoes. I think. So I should go back. Hopefully she'll awaken. Can I even go to the... Right, it's the very beginning. So... Well, I'm done with the game for now, but... Strength to 50. I have not heard of that chalice. Man, I remember the first time I was here, it's like, and I kept dying, and it's just, man, you really feel the progress made.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
Remember that guy? Yeah, I can go back to the dream, spend my echoes so I don't lose them because of some tragic accident. Then I'll just jump into a chalice dungeon. Rah! I'm not afraid of you all anymore. Proceeds to get killed by the mob. Oh my god. See what I mean? Oh, fine. I'm gonna use my regular weapon. The device was here, right? To open it? Yeah, it's here. Because there's no way to get back up? Or... I don't remember anymore the path. It's been so long since I've been here. Yeah, I have to go that way. Stream disconnected. Okay, my stream disconnected for a moment there. That is pretty freaky. The old one's trying to mess with me. Are we back on? Yep, we're back on. I got disconnected for a moment there. There she is.
Hello, good hunter.
Hello.
I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit.
I don't remember her saying that.
Did you speak with Gehrman? He was a hunter long, long ago, but now serves only to advise them. He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he stays here, in this dream. Such is his purpose. Ah, the little ones, inhabitants of the dream. They find hunters like yourself, worship and serve them. Speak words they do not. But still, aren't they sweet? Ah, they find...
Actually, that kind of foreshadows her taking care of you as a great one. Level up.
Welcome. What is it? Very well, let...
I could play around with Arcane. Okay, let's aim for the 50 stat.
Farewell, good hunter. May you...
What do I even buy anymore? Okay, this is the... Do I even have other chalice dungeons to enable? I need 2 ritual bloods for the Thomeru. Ailing Loran. How do I do that again? I search, right? Oh, that's shared dungeon. Do I go to an empty one and then search by chalice glyph? I'm gonna try it out. Let's see. Search by chalice glyph. I wonder whose chalice this belongs to. FBK. Oh, please make this work. This is yours? Okay. Please work, please work. This didn't work with me and my friend. Wait. Place name, yeah, that's the one. Okay. Oh, is it gonna work? Yeah, my friend was saying the connection issues are really with... Oh, hey, Mikey Desky, welcome. Hey, thanks for lurking. My left, this left the lantern. Alright. Why do I have no health? Am I... I'll open the door. I'll open a door. Am I solo? Was I supposed to like press square to share dungeon? I must have did something wrong. Was I supposed to press square? Oh my god. That is so weird. Because I'm not sure if there's like an option to go in solo or... Ah! I messed up. Wait, I didn't see anything though. It was just an empty room. Maybe... Well, I'll try another option. So what is he supposed to be looking for when I was looking left? Like, are you in the game right now? Or is this just the private dungeon I should be trying out? Interesting, 1 health. No! What do I do? I didn't see anyone. I didn't see you though. Like, were you supposed to be in the dungeon? So I could just go out and then do I clear it and I'll start it again? Does that work? Try that again. All right. So I'm not supposed to load too much of it? Man, if I knew about this dungeon, it's a chalice dungeon. Push your face into the left wall. Okay. This would have saved me so much time. Yo! What? Oh, I see now why the dungeon's called that way. Into the hall past the lamp. Got it. Face the wall. Must be doing something wrong. Alright, I'm in the hall. I'm in the hall. Past the lamp. And I push my face into the wall. Walls. Did they remove it? Like, did they patch it out? Yeah, maybe they did. I see other people here staring at the wall. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll YouTube this. Yeah, okay. Seeing a video here. I see him looking at the wall. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, no problem. It's so hard to like just chat. He just stared at it. He stared at it and got the echoes. I see, but he is very specific. Like, I just look at the wall. So are these stuff like made by the community? So interesting. But apparently there's more to it than that. So I saw him do this. Turn. And stare. I feel so dirty. Okay, I finished the game. All right, I finished the game fair and square. So I can do stuff like this now. Well, thanks for that tip. Interesting. Now that really helps. I could just play around with different builds and try out different stats. That really helped. Nice. Apparently there's more. So the guy stares at the wall. He then opens the door. Or is he just going to show us the rest of the dungeon? Or are there other high-end echo targets here? Okay, he leads this thing, kills it, gets 15,000 from that.
$520 attack.
I think he's just showing off the rest of the dungeon. The chalice. And he goes back. Okay, let's... So I think it's safe to go in here, look at that boss, open the door, kill it, and then go back. I can always just reload the dungeon anyway, the chalice anyway. That makes it a bit less painful to experiment. Very interesting.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me.
Just like that. Just 2 levels. Yeah, thanks. Maybe if I feel like it, I'll end up finding a Rakuyo and I'm gonna play around with that. You know, I've never seen German outside, but supposedly he sometimes can be found out here in the garden. Anyway. Well, just in time. I do have to be getting ready for the dinner. So I'll have to wrap up the stream now. But that was Bloodborne, everyone. That is great. Thank you again for those tips, Ashen Hunter. Got a good playthrough out of that. And holy crap, there are a lot of dead bodies. Is it because people attack the doll? I never tried attacking the doll. I don't feel pretty bad attacking the doll. Alright, and I can also get gifts from messengers. Alright. So now I can continue my playthrough of Dark Souls 3. I can kind of put this at the back of my mind first, and I can focus in Dark Souls 3 so I don't mess up my muscle memory even further. Yeah, but thank you everyone for tuning in. This is Tabletop Cinema with the first playthrough of Bloodborne. We killed a lot of bosses off stream, and what you saw here, that is it. It's really hard fought. I'm still so happy for Orphan of Cos, man. Orphan of Cos. Oh, God. Finally killed Orphan of Cos. And we got a good ending, thanks to that tip from Ashen Hunter. Yep, Dark Souls 3 will be next. Will be... Well, I play off stream, but I'll put up whenever when it's Saturday, I'm gonna be streaming Dark Souls 3. So yeah, Dark Souls 3, Demon Souls, and eventually Elden Ring. Hopefully that's good. Alright, so for anyone else who may be here, and if you haven't already, if you like this content and want to keep up to date, please consider liking and following our Twitter and Instagram. And if you wish to become part of the community, our Discord is open. The link to the Discord should be there in the About panels below. Everything about the channel and Tabletop Cinema are all there in the About panels. In the future, we'll have more original content for you, but thank you for your support, everyone, for tuning in. We've concluded our first playthrough of Bloodborne. It is hard fought. It is literally and figuratively bloody. But it feels good. It feels so good. So good. Finally defeated the Orphan of Cos after more than a dozen deaths. That's the hardest boss in the game for me. The rest was a nice little epilogue, I guess. You know, to just killed German, killed the pale moon presence thing, and we became a great one. We got a good ending there. So GG. Let's see you around next week. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I gotta head out now. Sorry to end this stream early. I know we had another hour left, but I do have a dinner to get to. So thank you, everyone. Take care, and as always, welcome to the table. And remember, a hunter is never alone. Take care.